everyone! Welcome to another episode of TaxSmart Cafe's Warm Toast. As always, I'm Joy.
And this is Rom.
And today we are going to discuss
Tax implications for those employees with a side hustle, meaning they put up their own business while having an employment income.
Okay, let's go on to the question. So, let's do some scenarios. So, for instance, I am employed full-time.
Yep.
And I started, because of the pandemic, I have more time. I started a business. Just
Okay.
like lots of the friends and people that we know of, right? They start business during the pandemic.
Get an ABN.
Correct.
Yep.
Cool. And then, yes, and I earn this year from this business on top of my full-time employment. So, what am I going to do about it with regards to my income tax return?
Okay. Before I answer that, if you are new to this channel, hit like and subscribe so that you will learn something with regards to taxes. So yeah, so for the income, there's no problem. You have to add that and declare that in your tax return, and it will be taxed. It will be added into your employment income,
Okay.
and you will be taxed based on your marginal tax rate.
So it's on top of
Yeah.
my income
Of course, of
regularly. Okay. So what if, as part of that business this year, I bought a car, which I know I can do instant asset write-off.
Yep, correct.
Yes. I bought laptop as well as some equipment. And because of that, especially because it's in my first year, so I have a loss
Loss
from
yeah.
that business. So
Okay.
how different will that be?
So it's a common question, yeah. So because people thinks that if they have a loss on their business, it will be deducted to their employment income.
It what?
So it won't. You have to pass the 4 tests. The first test is the assessable income test. You have to have an assessable income more than 20,000. Number 2, you have to pass you have to earn an income for the last in that business for the last 3 years, for 3 years in the last 5 years. And then number 3, real property test, meaning your business has a real property more than 500,000, and then the other asset, which is 100,000. So you have to pass that before you can deduct that loss into your employment income. So it's not automatic. It's a bit complicated, but
Wow.
with regards to the loss, it's not an automatic that you can deduct it straight away in your employment income.
That is definitely very complicated.
Yeah, yeah.
So that needs more discussions, I guess.
Yeah, with
for the-
their license, licensed accountant or tax agents. Yeah.
Definitely. Okay, so one more question, one last question. So how will I differentiate if what I'm doing is a hobby or an actual business? And what are the implications of those in the tax return?
So for a hobby, like a typical example, we have a lot of our kababayans that becomes plantitos and plantitas this COVID. They put up their business and they just offer it to their friends. They cook a food and sell it to their friends. It will fall like an habit, and they don't have to include this one in their tax return. So nothing to do. But if it's a business, like a legitimate business to earn an income, like they put up a Facebook page, website, yeah, and then they purchased equipments for their businesses. This will be a business because there's an intention to make an income,
to
earn an income. Yeah, of course, yeah. So for that, of course, income, it will be added. To summarize it, income, it will be added in their tax return and tax based on their marginal tax rate. For losses, you have to discuss this to your tax accountant because there's a lot of tests that you have to comply or to pass before you can deduct, especially the losses, before you can deduct that to your employment income.
Yeah, because otherwise it will be quarantined to the
It will
business.
be quarantined and will be deducted to the future income of that business.
Of that business, but
Of
not to the full-time employment.
Yeah,
right?
of course, that's correct.
So cool. That's very good to know. So before you start your business, I guess it'll be good to do that, I guess, assessment. Are you doing a hobby? Are you doing a business?
Okay, of course.
And talk with your accountant.
Yeah, correct. And of course, save taxes legally and be smart
Be
with
smart with
TaxSmart Cafe. Thank you. Bye bye.
Thanks.